The commander-in-chief of the SPLA, General Salva Kiir, told the SPLA gallant forces that the country will not go back to war. General Salva Kiir, who spoke during the inauguration of the SPLA 5th Command Council Conference of the Army Generals in Juba on Monday, called on the SPLA to implement the peace agreement on the resolution of the conflict in the country. General Salva Kiir urged the SPLA and the other organized forces to cooperate and conduct a comprehensive disarmament in order to sustain peace in the country.
We don't want to go back to war. We have to implement the agreement. As bad as it is, we have to implement it. When I signed this peace agreement, it was not because it was good. But because it was forced down into my throat. The relationship between the army and the civil population is very important and it is needed from you. This is why Comrade James was talking about the moral orientation. You have to tell the soldiers.
Vice President James Wane Iga, who addressed the conference, said unity of the SPLA forces is paramount to the unity of the civil population in South Sudan.
The unity in the army is the unity of the people of the South. If you in the army are divided and are disunited, then finished. The whole country is also divided. Like recently in 2013, the army got divided. Then immediately this was reflected by the common people. So please, our unity comes first. Let us bury tribalism. If we don't do that, tribalism will bury us.
The Minister of Defense and Veteran Affairs, Kwal Manyang Juk, urged the generals to formulate a mechanism to boost military economic development and food production.
Recommend restructuring and establishment of other military units without increasing the size of the army. Recommend structure of the administration and command of the SPLA. Recommend establishment of military, economic development, and food production units that will meet needs of the army and relieve pressure on the national budget.
SPLA Chief of General Staff, General Paul Malong Awan, said the resolutions and the recommendations of the conference be used to portray the good image of the army.
We thank our gallant SPLA officers, NCOs and men, women, wherever they are, for their commitment and loyalty, sacrifices and service that they have made to South Sudan as a proud country and SPLA as the great army in the nation. The purpose of this conference to deliberate on critical issues concerning the command of the SPLA and to provide a clear roadmap for improving SPLA ability to meet its objectives and mission.
The Army Chief of General Staff commended the role played by the gallant forces in safeguarding the country's integrity. James Arusi, SSBC, Juba.